So walk me through your thought process, because a lot of people don't realize most of your day is spent fighting the bad guys. That's most of your day.
So this is the best part of my day because, yeah, there's a lot of arguing because I do my own content. I do everything myself, and then I lawyer and do all of that on the side. So I use it kind of like an outlet. If I have like a really angry phone call with someone, I'm like, I'm going to make a TikTok about this person. And then that's kind of like how I get it out.
Is that how it started?
No, I was so scared when I first started. Like, I was scared to talk about anyone or any cases, and I was very like, just talk about cases in the news. And then I kind of started getting frustrated, and I'm like, I'm really petty. I don't know if you know that about me or not, but I'm like very targeted, petty. So I was like, how can I get this person really good? And then I'm like, I'm gonna make a TikTok about them because they can't defend themselves.
That's a little bit of passive aggressiveness that I
Oh,
like.
it's a lot bit, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was taking a deposition of a neuropsychologist one day, and I'm just like pushing his buttons, doing my whole thing, and then he proclaimed he could diagnose anybody with just like beating them, just like stupid shit. At the end of the deposition, I was like, diagnose me. He's like, passive aggressive. I was like, yeah, probably.
I need to see that part of the transcript. That's so funny.
Man,
there are worse things you could have been diagnosed with, though, but.
I thought he was going to like say I was schizophrenic or something else but I was like, yeah, no, it's probably accurate. You probably did a good job with it.
You nailed it, actually.
But but what's it like being you're in a Midwestern state where the laws aren't so good for employees, but you're battling every day.
You know, there are some good ones and some not good ones. Like I do employment law in Missouri, and my favorite law we have is called the service letter violation statute. I don't know of any other state that has it. Wow, this is good. It has that like good like heat healing in the back. That's really good. I don't know of any other state that has this.
We should have 3 of these, and I'll ask you the same question.
Okay, and I'll just be like start slurring really bad. But basically, when someone gets fired, you can send this request. It has to reference the statute, and they have 45 days. They have to respond with the reason for termination. So it's great for cases like mine where they'll just fire someone and not give a reason, and it's he said, she said. And I'll have clients that come and they're like, I got fired for talking about my pay with my coworkers, and I'm like, oh. That's what you think.
But that's actually illegal. I mean, in
it's
California
illegal, but
it is,
when there's no proof, and I've had employers respond to the service letter request and say, you were fired for talking about confidential pay with your coworkers. And I'm like, wow, that you are telling the truth.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we have some good laws, but not a lot of, otherwise, no. I mean, but it's still worth trying. Like, I don't only take the great cases, like I like to take the scrappy ones too. So it's part of trying and seeing what you can get.
I mean, so how did you get to this place? I mean, you, Paige Sparks, advocating for like working class folk. How did you get here?
I got fired from a job when I was a 2L. I went down and like blazing. I was working at a very toxic firm. Have you ever seen The Devil Wears Prada?
Of course.
That's kind of who I worked for, like the whole coat on the desk and everything like that. And I always
You said coat.
Like the coat and purse. You know how she used to come in and like
I thought you said Coke for a second.
Oh,
like, no.
I didn't see any of that. Yeah, coat. Yeah,
Coat.
sorry. But she was very
What's her name in real life? Meryl Streep played her. And what's her?
Anna.
Oh my God.
Wintour.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nailed
what other
it.
trivia you got? No, okay. I love trivia too.
Me
by
too.
The way. Oh, that's what we should have done on the episode, is just ask each other trivia questions.
We should have somebody else like
who's smarter.
No, and it's not. It's pop culture. It's
That's
not just
true.
hard.
That's
just
true
who's quicker
because
on
that's why I
stupid
know
shit.
it. Mm-hmm.
I love it. All right.
But that's how I got started. So I got fired, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I need a job. Like I'm in 2L, OCIs were over. What am I gonna do? And I put out a bunch of different leads to other firms, and I was applying to any job that was even remotely legal. Janitor, secretary, I'm like, I need a job. And I got a couple of responses back. One of them was from someone that did employment law. It was a small firm, and that's kind of how I got my toe in the water and figured out how to do it. And then once my social media took off, I just had this influx of leads, and it was like, we can't keep up. And it's a great problem to have, but I kind of just made myself an authority by talking on it and only focusing on that. And it's like that baseball movie, like if you build it, they will come. That's how I started.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah, how I
Field of
started
Dreams?
doing, that's what it's called. But that's how I got so much employment law. Like it didn't just, I had to like
What was the name of his
channel
wife in the movie? We're doing pop culture now.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Annie.
I didn't know that one.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, one for you.
Who was the team that they played? The White Sox. Next. Okay.
I don't know baseball stuff that much. I only know that specific quote from that movie.
The great James Earl Ray was in that movie, who did the voice, and then he was Terrence Mann.
Wasn't he in The Sandlot too?
Yes.
Yeah, I do know that one.
He just passed away, but Patrick Renner from Sandlot's coming to Lauderdale Gras too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
you
that's
should
fun.
meet him.
Yeah, that would be so fun. I'm sure he hates like hearing the throwbacks to the Sandlot.
No, he loves it.
Really? Okay, I'll do it then.
No, because like he now teaches lawyers how to like help brand themselves and reach out on digital like media and stuff like
Oh,
that.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun to see him there.
Yeah. No, but like people always wonder about how people get to a certain place in their legal career. And I'm sure you've reached out. I mean, some people reach out to you on social media with your presence that you have now. How do you keep up with the amount of folks that are reaching out for help? Because it's got to be hard.
To be honest, I don't.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's really hard to, especially because the way I do my social media is so personal. A lot of people only want to talk to me, which is impossible. I can't get back to everyone, unfortunately. It's really hard to keep up with. So I have a system where they have to fill out, what they need, and then Dana, who's like my right-hand man, goes through everyone and gets them ready. We meet and see who we can help, and then it goes from there. But it's impossible for us to keep up with everyone.
Yeah, because you have to be so many, because I've seen all your posts and even the comments are it's a lot of people that are just reaching out and just to have something to say.
Yeah, like actually coming to CleoCon, I was like, question and answer, no legal questions, no legal advice, don't ask me anything, because it's just constant. And you can't give them legal advice, but you can speak on it generally. And it's a good problem to have, but it's like, I just do the best I can pretty much.